to the Quality of Life podcast. My name is Erin Olson, and I am a businesswoman and mother who has been studying personal growth for over 15 years. I've tried almost all of the habits and hacks out there. My goal is to use my real-life experience to show you which tricks and habits make the biggest changes to your quality of life with the least amount of time and energy on your part. We will cover everything from habits to hacks, fitness to family, and everything in between. Now, let's dive on into today's topic. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Erin Olson, the host of the Quality of Life podcast. Last week was all about how to deal with people who just don't support you in your new venture or chasing your dreams and goals. But what if you haven't even started yet? Then, friends, this episode is for you. This week is all about starting something new. I know we talked all about creating crushable goals in episode number 10 of this podcast, and I'll link that in the show notes. But today we are going to talk about how to actually start once you have an idea, a dream, or a goal. Have you ever had an idea for an invention or a new way to do something? Or maybe you're finally ready to lose those extra 15 pounds that you've been carrying around for the last 5 years. Or maybe you want to just change up your career or learn a new hobby, but then you either talk yourself right out of it or brush it off because it seems like too big of an undertaking. Well, I've been there. The worst feeling is that when later you see somebody else doing exactly what you were thinking of doing, and then jealousy or shame or a bunch of the other stupid feelings come up. Well, I want to help you today to never have those feelings of shoulda, woulda, coulda again. So let's get to starting. First things first. Your idea or your inspiration is, in my opinion, a gift from God or the universe. If you believe in something different, maybe it's a gift from them. So you have to realize that this idea was only given to you. You, whether you want to hear it or not, are the only one uniquely equipped to do the exact thing that you've thought of. So let's just squash the I'm not ready, I'm not active enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm too tired, I'm too busy, etc., excuses. These thoughts are the kind of thoughts that keep you stuck. Let's put a new swing on them when they come rushing into your mind. Let's say, why not me? Why not now? If I don't, then who will? Besides, you have worked so hard for other people in your life. I think it's time for you to find out what can happen when you work that hard for yourself. Let's find out what you're made of. So you got your idea, you got your goal, you got your dream. Well, here's step one in just starting something new. Step one is to write it down. On average, I get 1 to 5 ideas every day of something new to do. And most of the time, those thoughts are gone pretty fast. But I have been carrying around a notebook for years now, and you can learn more about that in the Free Your Mind episode. And since I have that notebook, I have trained myself to write down any new idea, no matter how dumb it seems. And let me tell you, I've gone back in my notebooks months later and have seen that idea, and it's rekindled in my mind, no matter how stupid or insignificant I thought it was. I've also had some ideas for inventions or new product that I have created over the years that were written down in a notebook in the middle of a drive across Wisconsin that have gone on to become huge bestsellers in our business. So do yourself a favor. Write it down in a notebook or in a Post-it note or in your notes on your phone. And here is a little hint. At the beginning of every month, I quickly go over all the notes from my last month in my notebook, on my phone, and in my Post-it notes all over my desk, and I highlight the ones that stick out. And if I'm really cool, I'll rewrite them so they don't get buried. All right, so now that you've written this down, step number 2 is to decide to commit. This is really harder than most people think, but oh, so important. Most of the time, people go back and forth on whether or not they are ready to do it, or if the timing, funding, energy is perfect to do it. Well, I'm here to tell you that the only perfect time was yesterday. It will never be more perfect again, so quit waiting for some celestial sign or timing and just commit. And dedicate to not quit or have second thoughts for at least 30 days. Every time that some type of doubt or new fad or new idea or just second thoughts come in, tell yourself that you are all in for 30 days. Then you can reconsider. Write your date on the calendar. Circle it in permanent marker. This is a hard date. No waffling. You have to keep this promise to yourself, no matter what comes up. Step number 3, start with the end first. This is also called reverse engineering. This is where you see the exact thing that you are trying to accomplish as finished, and you brainstorm the steps to actually getting there. To help you, I created a free PDF, and you can go to theerinolson.com/podcast to download the Creating a Crushable Goal worksheet right now. And doing this can really make your goal so much less overwhelming. That way, you know what the next steps are and what is required to achieve your goal. Fill this sheet out and use it as a map. Keep it somewhere where you can see it daily. Take a picture of it and set it as a wallpaper on your phone. Just these little things can help really solidify your choice and your efforts to go forth and do that dream, that goal, that idea. And it is magical what can happen. But I have to tell you, there is another step. Step number 4 is to freaking start, damn it. So you've taken the steps to do this. Now you have to start it. I know that there is fear and excitement all rolled into one emotion as you get ready to start. I felt it. I felt that feeling of what if creep in, and the fear starts to overtake the excitement. Do not let the fear win. Yes, you might fail. You might not do it right. And yes, you're probably as ready as you could be. But that is no reason to hesitate. When that fear starts coming in, you might be tempted to do more research or Google some what ifs, and you sure can. But know this, every day that passes lessens the odds that you are actually going to do what you said you're going to do. I have watched so many of my friends and family hesitate and delay actually starting because they were not ready, only to just back out in the end. Do not let this be you. Like I said, God or the universe gave you the nudge to do it. And by you not taking that leap of faith, you're in essence telling him that he's wrong. He's not wrong. You are letting doubt keep you stuck and safe. And life doesn't really get good when you're in your comfortable zone. Life doesn't get good when you're playing it safe. Just think back to some of your best memories, and they probably are those times when you were nervous or afraid, but did something uncomfortable. So let's go. Gosh, man, I am so fired up. I am so sure that you are made for big things that it hurts my heart every time you let doubt or fear win. Choose faith instead this time. Do the thing, start today. No more excuses, because you are responsible for where you go in life. And you have the power within you to push past fear and all the unknowns to start. Yes, it will be awkward at first. Yes, you will inevitably have setbacks. And yes, you're probably going to suck at it. But like I said last week, Michael Jordan, Elvis Presley, and even Stephen King sucked at first. But they took those steps and they pushed even when it got hard. And they changed history. So who's to say you are any different? Maybe you'll change history. Okay. All right, I'll calm down a little, but only to give you your homework. Have you been waiting to start something? Well, no more delays or excuses or waiting until you're ready. Make the decision and fill out the worksheet in the show notes and take one step today. Jay Shetty said, most of us overthink because we undervalue ourselves. And holy crap, did that hit home for me. Well, guys, I am so excited to see what you start. If you would, for accountability, DM me with the hashtag START at the Quality of Life Podcast, and I will be cheering you on. Next week, we are going to dive into a new series I'm doing about starting a side hustle. And I can't wait to share with you stories to inspire you. If you got as fired up as I did today, please share this episode with 3 friends, and you can start together. I love you all, and thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week on the Quality of Life Podcast. See ya! Thanks for listening to today's episode. Be sure to check us out on the Quality of Life Podcast, Facebook and Instagram pages, and our website, theerinolson.com, for downloads and more information. That is TheErinolson.com. Stay up to date by joining our email newsletter. Together, we can improve all of our quality of life.